Yeah, I guess share the back again. So by the time you're watching this, I'm probably at my sister's place celebrating Pongal, which is a harvest festival, and it is celebrated in different names across India. In North, they call it Makar Sankranti, I guess. There is kind of an overlap between the Thanksgiving that they celebrate in US. There are some great harvest festivals and that is celebrated in Europe as well. So in Tamil Nadu, we celebrate it as a 4-day festival where the first day is kind of like a cleansing day where they clean all the homes. They kind of put colorful rangolis. They also burn their old stuff, making room for new things to come into their home and as well as into their lives. So the first day is kind of like preparing for the actual festival. On the second day of the festival, yes, like I said, it's a harvest festival where they kind of like make a rice pudding with made of rice and jaggery, and they put all the other dry fruits they like, and they make a dish called pongal, which is a rice pudding. And they get fresh sugar cane and they kind of make a feast, and then they give it to the sun god first, and they bring all the other family members and then kind of feast on the day. In these days, everyone is working in different parts of the country, so this kind of festivity kind of brings people together to the table and they kind of feast together. This happens only in two kind of festivals here. One is Pongal and the other is Diwali. I'm not much of a traditional person, but I do love the stories and the festivity it kind of brings and how it brings the family together. The third day of the festival is Matu Pongal, which is they celebrate the cattle. I think still today, cattle are a really big part of our life. No one starts their day without a coffee or tea. Milk is part of everyone's life, and it's an essential nutrient as well. So they kind of celebrate the cattle. They also have a bullfighting contest called Jallikattu. They kind of put a prize money on and they kind of let the bull open, and people try to control the bull and they take out the prize. If they could do it, then it's theirs. On those days, I think they did it for like kind of a sport where it's kind of like natural selection. If you could control a bull, then you can pretty much do anything. That's how those days I think they were thinking. But this festival still happens, and they do it for kind of an entertainment purpose. And there's kind of an overlap between this bullfighting here and in Spain also. I think they do this kind of a bullfighting, and in Texas also they have it. But I think there are more kind of controlled things, and there are regulation, and it kind of like a rodeo show or in Spain, there's a kind of a bullfighting exhibit, I guess. So here it's kind of like a sport. If you see all the other celebrities, when you see this, they kind of say it as a valor and strength and all those kind of things. But they would go and participate in those things. They just watch it in TV just like me. So yeah, that's that. Fourth day of the festival is Kanum Pongal, which is kind of like a picnic day. Mostly these days people go to either cinemas, beach, anywhere picnic. So while I was in my native Teni, there is a dam called Vaigi Dam. We used to go there. So the final day is kind of like for a rest and kind of another family gathering. So yeah, that is the 4-day festival. But basically, the harvest festival, I think around the world this kind of happens, and there is kind of cultural overlap. The point of all the harvest festival is it's a day of gratitude to the sun god, the nature, and the abundance that it brings, and how it connects all the other families, and how it brings together all the other families to the table for a feast, I guess. Speak different languages and live in different parts of the world, and this kind of stories kind of connects us together. And yeah, I think I just wanted to share one of the stories from our part of the world. So that's Pongal, guys. See you soon with a new story, I guess.